Alright, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico from Street Scores, and as I promised, I'm doing my best to come with daily content. Today, we're looking at a guy that's already committed to Georgia like months ago, wide receiver NiTareon Tuggle, or as a lot of us like to call him, NITRO Tuggle. That man is fast. He comes from a very low level of competition, but this guy is extremely underrated. The fact that this guy is only 4 stars everywhere on 3247 ESPN Rivals, I'm telling y'all, that's going to change for at least one of those organizations, websites, ranking systems, whatever, recruiting, monitor places. I mean, all these synonyms for him basically, but that's going to change for at least one of them by the time that we get to the end of this upcoming senior season for this guy and all these other guys in this 2024 class. I'm telling you, because he's transferring. He was playing in Indiana, South Bend, Indiana, not great competition, very unknown. I'm surprised Georgia was like the first one on him, and I'm very happy and proud about the fact that we were, because when you find those random gems and you're the first one on it, they typically love to stay with you, go to your school and everything, because you're the first big school that was like, we love what you got going on. You're the first one to give them and their family hope. Like, oh man, I got a Georgia offer. Like, things is up now. Like, people care about me. I'm a 4-star. I think he was like a 2 or 3 star, and then we offered him. He immediately bumped up to a 4-star for everybody. Now he's transferring to IMG Academy, where he's going to go against Ellis Robinson Jr. every day. An already Georgia commit, top 4 player in the country, shutting down Jeremiah Smith. If not NiTareon Tuggle, I'm just going to call him Nitro for the remainder of this video, is able to perform against Ellis Robinson, the best corner in this entire recruiting class, arguably one of the best corners to come out of high school in years. If he's able to do that, he's going to be a certified 5-star. He has 5-star talent. He's just still raw in a lot of areas. But we're going to talk about that and look at that when we watch this tape. But I'm telling you, 6'3", 185 pounds, guys shouldn't be able to move the way he moves. You're going to see, though, it's a ridiculous highlight tape. But of course, like I always say, I watch a couple of highlights on these guys to have somewhat of an idea of what kind of player they are going into these film sessions, but I don't watch their huddles because I want to be able to like live react with you guys. Like, the first time you're seeing it is also the first time I'm seeing it, so you're getting a genuine reaction, like a, ooh boy, what a juke, what a catch, you know what I'm saying? It's like real passion. I'm not just faking it, trying to reenact it from the first time. I'm seeing these plays, most of them, like 90-something% of them, the first time, just like you are. So I'm really excited to get into this film session, man. Now, of course, Georgia's still trying with Jeremiah Smith. Of course, like guys like Ryan Wingo, they've been putting the pressure on Mike Matthews. For some reason, before June, Georgia was like trying to get him, but then they brought him in to like a practice or a camp or something, and then he showed out and he was further ahead in his development than they originally thought for some crazy reason, and now they're like extremely interested, but they may be a little too late. I'm still thinking he's leaning towards Tennessee, so we'll see. We're in for a lot of receivers, but I already really like this class. Like Nakar and Nitro Tuggle just alone, 2 4-stars are going to be really good. Again, Nitro Tuggle, 6'3", 185, limitless potential. Like, if we're talking ceilings, one of the highest ceilings in his class. The problem is that he is pretty raw, low level of competition, but even just beyond that, like route running and things like that, he's pretty raw. But we're going to look at the tape. I'm going to show you why I believe he's going to end up being a 5-star by the time it's all said and done. By the time he's putting pen to paper and signing to Georgia, I strongly believe, firmly believe he will be a 5-star. But before we dive into this film session, make sure you stiff arm that like button, stiff arm that subscription button, and stiff arm the bell next to that subscription button so you get a notification in each and every time I release all of these film sessions, all of the content that I'm coming out with. Again, I'm not only doing film sessions, but I will be doing a lot of film sessions, especially trying to catch up on a lot of the guys that Georgia already has committed, like all of those offensive linemen that we just got, like Nair Daniels and Daniel Calhoun, and even way back, Malachi Tolliver. I'm really excited about doing a Jaden Riddell film session. That may be the next one. So we have a lot of guys that we still got to do film sessions on, but I'm also planning on doing more content even outside of the film session. So make sure you stay tuned. Without further ado, let's get it. And before we dive all the way into this film session, of course, according to On3, from their rankings, not the industry rankings that takes into account everybody else's rankings and pretty much like averages it out, according to their rankings, they feel like he's the 226th, my fault, best player in the country, 41st receiver. They are the lowest on him by far. But if you're looking at the industry ranking, which takes into account pretty much everybody, you have him 108th nationally, 20th wide receiver, 16th from Florida. But I'm going to go with 247. And I mean, of course, it's agenda based, but I'm going to go with the one that has him the highest because I'm telling you, he's going to be even higher than 74th overall in the class, 13th receiver, 10th from Florida. By the time it's all said and done, I'm telling you, that transfer to IMG Academy was a chess move, a great move from him and his family, because again, he's going to be going against Alice Robinson, one of the best corners to come out of high school in years. I mean, it's not too many people that can strap up Jeremiah Smith, bro. Like, it's really not. Like, Ellis Robinson may be the best corner to come out of high school in years. It's that serious. I'm so excited about the fact that he really loves Georgia. He plans on coming here. And again, Nitro Tuggle is going to have all of the chances in the world, televised games, everything, national TV lights, bright lights, all of that. He's going to be matched up against them. He's going to get a chance to show what he can do. And I'm pretty sure he's going to do enough. I don't expect him to dominate Ellis Robinson, again, the guy that locked up Jeremiah Smith, but I think he'll do a good enough job to raise his stock. I'm telling you, watch. All right, and since these are receiver highlights, I mean, I'm gonna try to be as technical as I can be, but I've already told you that he's pretty raw, so I'm gonna try to break down as much as I can. But a lot of this is just gonna be, man, this guy's different, athleticism wise, movement, just the stuff you can't teach. He's got it all of the intangibles, all of the juking skills. That man's B button is crazy, that man's juke button is crazy, his spin button is insane. He got all of that. We just got to work on a lot of nuanced things like route running. He has to get his hands better. We'll see it while we do it. Even in his highlights, you'll see some of the things like, oh, okay, that was a great play overall, but you may want to work on that a little bit type of thing. Let's start it up, man. So we got our boy. Where is he at? Did they indicate where he was and I missed it? Am I tripping? I'm assuming he's the bigger guy. Being 6'3", 185 pounds, I'm assuming this is him. Yep, it is. Manufactured touches. Again, he has the stuff you can't teach. Now, let me go ahead and stop it now. We'll take it back. A lot of this is not going to fly in the SEC. A lot of the opponents that Georgia plays, these guys just aren't going to be that unathletic and pitiful. They're just not. But the fact that he has that in him, you never know. I mean, that's like some Percy Harvin type stuff. And hey, I love the fact that he has it. But just like the same thing with Saquon Barkley coming out of Penn State. It was like, yeah, that's great and all. And, you know, not everybody can do those type of things. But are you going to be able to get away with that in the NFL? Same thing with him doing this type of stuff. I mean, this might work depending on who we're playing against. But like going against Alabama, Ohio State, a lot of those top teams, Michigan, I'm not sure if this play turns into a touchdown. It could potentially just end up being a 3-yard loss. So, well, technically like a 0-yard gain, 2-yard gain, because he never was really behind the line of scrimmage. Even when he kind of caught the ball, he was up a little bit, and then from there, he went up immediately. And I like that. Let's note the acceleration. Catches the ball, already going crazy. So again, I'm trying to be overly critical because, you know, a lot of people just assume that a lot of us Georgia fans, we get a commit, we get a player coming to Georgia, and we're just gonna just completely just only see the positives. I'm trying to point out a lot of the negatives too, but at the same time, let's just go back and just enjoy the pure beauty of this play and the fact that only a handful of guys can even do this type of thing. This is just ridiculous, bro. This is an amazing play. But again, I just want you to watch these type of things with it in the back of your mind that, hey, I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get away with this type of stuff. Now, this is more realistic. We can design a play like this. And again, this guy is Mr. Manufactured Touches. You can tell he's the best player on the field, by far the best player on the team, because they're doing everything that they can do to get him the ball, even in the backfield as a receiver. I mean, Tavon Austin type of touches, Curtis Samuel, Debo Samuel type of touches. Now, this is the type of stuff he can definitely do for us. That running backward stuff, it worries me a little bit because that mainly works in Madden, not in real life. But this type of stuff right here, he can do that for us. Who he put the moves on that poor safety? Oh my God. Y'all gotta stop playing with my boy. I'm telling you, man. If IMG Academy features him the way that his high school did in Indiana, it's gonna get crazy. So, all right, so this is the stuff I'm talking about. Maybe some plays he'll be able to do this, just like Saquon and Carlos. Oh my God. Oh, I just noticed Buddy whose back broke from the juke. Oh, right there. Him right there. Hold on. Who is it? Is it him right there? Oh, you had the angle on him too. He doesn't even see you coming. He's running this way, looking that way. You behind. Oh, that's crazy. But again, Saquon, for example, he was able to get away with this some plays, and in some plays he took what should have been a 3-4 yard run and turned it into a -7 yard run, which is going to make Kirby Smart grab the hair out of his head. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, it's terrible. So just be aware of that. But not everybody in existence, there's not too many people in the history of human beinghood that can do things like this. This is a special guy that once he gets more exposure playing for IMG Academy, things are going to be extremely different. Is this another manufactured touch? Okay, finally, we get an actual receiver play. All right, low level of competition. Still a great play, though, but I don't know what happened to this corner. But I guess he underestimated Nitro's speed. When your nickname is Nitro, I don't know how you underestimated speed. A guy named Nitro is going to be fast. And golly, that's great hands right there. I remember seeing one time that he was like body catching some things, but that right there is great hands. I mean, to be extremely critical, you know, if he would have high pointed it just a little bit higher, that would have been even better. But those are still great hands. He caught that with his hands, aggressive hands, not passive hands, catching it with his body. Great contested catch. I absolutely love that. That's a big win for me. Finally, a non-manufactured touch play, a more receiver-like play. See what's going on this play. Okay, we got him outside. Not a manufactured touch. Okay, they fake the manufactured touch to this guy, and then they're going to just throw it up for him to go get it. Great. Now that's a great contested catch. That was even better than the other one because this ball was underthrown and he had to go reach all the way head top, like reach in front of him and bring it back up. Not just go up and get it, but reach in front of the guy and then bring it back. Nah, that's crazy. The hands on that, don't get me wrong, his hands have a really high ceiling. He has some great flashes of catches, but then there's just some times where it's like, all right, we're gonna have to work on that, polish that up a little bit. But again, if we're just talking about raw, pure potential, playmaking ability, this guy is ridiculous, dog. I'm telling you, Georgia, if we end up without not getting Ryan Wingo, Mike Matthews, or Jeremiah Smith, none of those 5-star guys that a lot of Georgia fans want, that I even want. I would like at least one of those guys, but if we don't end up with them, I'm telling you, do not feel like the class was a failure because this guy is different. I'm telling you, he's a little raw. Again, low level of competition, but when we're talking level of competition, he's going from low to arguably the best and the highest level of competition, transferring to IMG Academy. So I'm really excited about what he's going to do. I mean, this guy is so athletic at 6'3", 185 pounds. He's the one doing the kickoffs. He's the one getting the manufactured touches in the backfield and just basically just putting the hands of the playmaker and letting them make plays. And I mean, when you saw a kickoff return highlight start, what did you expect? Anything other than a touchdown? Another one. Let's get it. And that looks like that was supposed to go to somebody else, and he came and took it. Look at him. This guy's like, this is my moment. Nope. 6'3" guy walks in front of you. Okay, broken tackles. That was a broken tackle. We already know who he is. Come on now, Juke. Let's go. That's 2 bodies. Let me outrun these guys. Angle erasers. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to keep preaching it. Angle erasers, dog. These guys should have him. They should have him. They should have the angle. Now, granted, he has a lot of space to work with, but still, angle erasers, man. All of these guys, what are y'all doing? Y'all should have him. What happened here? Nah, I know he's great. I know he's great. He's a Georgia commit. Love him. But this is also low level of competition. You're not going to be able to do this on Saturdays once you come to Georgia and you're going against Ohio State. This is not a touchdown. That's still a great play. And I believe he can. I'm going to tell you up to the point where he's going to get. Right there, Ohio State, Alabama, he's tackled. Right there, he's tackled. But, I mean, it's just amazing to see that he has this raw ability. You just can't teach this type of stuff. Then we got another deep ball. Again, underthrown, but way to track it in the sun as well with the sun. To track it severely. Man, we got to get him a better quarterback, bro. And Dylan Raiola is not going to underthrow these. You're going to be running for touchdowns on these type of plays. Telling you, Dylan Raiola, you wouldn't have to deal with that, my boy. Let's go ahead and get it. Where is he at? So, okay, it was a little pump fake towards him. And then, still underthrown. But, hey, good catch, man. Great concentration to get that. And then, beyond that, I mean, he's used to having to run past like 8 people. Only 2 of them. And I don't even know how Buddy fell right here. I know Nitro's crazy, but there's no acceleration here. This man's almost going from a standstill. He juked from a standstill and still made somebody fall like that. That is ridiculous, bro. Maybe there's some type of some type of demon behind him that we don't see, that's just out here taking people's ankles out. Because there's no way, with no momentum, no running, no acceleration, no explosion, no nothing, basically perfect standstill, basically going backwards, and to be able to just juke this guy out to the point that he falls is ridiculous. And then open field tackle from you is over with, especially with receiver help to get in his way. I mean, that's just super dark. Now, I don't lie, those celebrations before you get to the end zone scare me a little bit, because that could have gotten really dark right there. Kirby Smart is definitely not going to play those games. I'm telling you that now. Right now, Kirby Smart's not going to play with this little waving before you get to the end zone. Kirby Smart's going to scream at that guy on the sideline after he scores 6 points. Georgia doesn't play, man. Kirby Smart does not play. He expects excellence, man. And, oh my Lord, I mean, you can just give him the ball out of the backfield, and it's just touchdown. This is ridiculous, dog. Where is he out on this play? Okay, he's being a receiver. Double team, too, kind of. I mean, well, technically there's only one person on him, but the safety was like, oh, nah, you're not about to beat my boy deep. And they still got beat. Underthrow. Great positioning. Made sure he was able to keep his feet right in bounds. Still slight underthrow. If it would have been up here, it would have been an even easier catch. Poor guy had to catch. I'm not even going to blame him for catching it with his body, because, I mean, it was just so underthrown. He wasn't expecting it to be underthrown like that, so he kind of had to... He had to kind of come back to it and just kind of grab it with his chest almost. I can't blame him too much for that. Dylan Raiola, that's up higher. He doesn't have to worry about that. So you kind of got to watch this tape in the lens of there will be better QB play than what he had, for sure. You definitely got to account for that. All right, so now we have him in the slot, I guess. Okay. Hit him with the little double move, kind of. And then, all right, so that's the Dylan Raiola throw. When the ball is perfect and he's running this guy's waiting on him. He literally, this guy has him by 7 yards. How do you still get ran by like this? How do you get ran by like that? Good catch, though. Good catch, good catch, good catch. Another fade route. These guys have positioning on him every time. This guy's up higher and to the outside of him. And it's that double move. It's that double move. Great right there. See, that's something we can build on. I know his route running isn't the most crisp, and he's pretty raw when it comes to certain things, but a double move like this, especially with the speed, acceleration, and quickness and footwork that he has, you can tell that he has the potential to become a great route runner once we coach it into him. That's because it's there. Not everybody can juke somebody out of their socks without the ball like that. This double move was quite pretty. And then to go up there and just catch the ball easily. Body catch, would have preferred a hands catch, but again, it's kind of underthrown. But I can't even be too mad at the quarterback on underthrowing this one, because he's so open. And I guess he knew even before he threw the ball he was going to be so open that he didn't even want to risk it by overthrowing him. Like, let me underthrow it. When in doubt, NITRO Tuggle was just going to make a contested catch to get it. But he was so open, he didn't even have to do it. And then let's see where he's at. I'm assuming this is him. Oh, no, this is him. Okay, they have another tall receiver. Okay, another it's just a bunch of fade routes. Oh, that was a beautiful catch. That was an amazing catch. From the highlights I saw where he was like not making great catches, like he was bobbling the ball and stuff like that, catching with his chest. I don't know where that's at right now, because everything I'm seeing in this huddle so far, excuse me, this is greatness. These are great catches here. I don't remember where I was and what I saw. It couldn't have been his highlight. At this point, it couldn't have been his highlights. I'm almost sure it was his, but I mean, what is this catch, man? To be able to body control, to contort your body, to be able to make this catch and still get your foot in bounds is ridiculous, dog. I'm talking about raw talent and potential. This guy is different, man. You just can't teach some of the stuff that he's doing. Okay, and this is not even a pure normal kick return catch. This man had the punt return catch. He had to like pick it up off the ground, and he still is out running people. Break the tackle. Is he gonna get in there? He didn't get in there. He's right there though, but that's a great play. Or it may have been a touchdown. All right, let's see what's going on with this next play. Let's see what we got. Was this him on defense? Wait, oh no, I'm tripping. Okay, the way they did it, I thought they were trying to point at him. I get it now. This is him on the outside running straight past another guy again. And man, I'm seeing like I'm not gonna say that he's as fast as Arian Smith, but to be a deep threat at 6'3", man, that's crazy, bro. I'm telling you, Dylan Raiola is gonna love this guy, because that's where the yards per attempt are just gonna skyrocket, hitting a guy like this deep down the field. And even just like giving him the ball in the backfield and he makes something shake and makes something of it. That, I mean, again, not the most crisp route runner yet, but this is a junior coming out of high school. I'm telling you, I mean, this is just like pure athleticism and footwork. But once he gets like the technique stuff down, it's going to be over for people, bro, because he killed him. Look at this. Look at that. I don't even know why they put Buddy on the island one-on-one with the best player on the field. Because at this point, this guy's going over here. This safety is linebacker, whoever that is going this way. I don't know why. So this guy's on the island, and Nitro has the ability to go right or left. He acts like he's going to go right. The guy has to honor that, and then he's going left before this guy can start going left, and then it's over with at that point. A decent, and the guy made up ground too, because the throw was a little underthrown, it looked like, and didn't matter. That's Nitro right there. And did he catch it with his hands? Let me see if he caught it. No, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the body catch stuff I was seeing. There we go. It's right there. You can go up and get it with your hands like right now, but he waits until it hits his chest. We're just gonna have to coach him out of that. But again, we've seen enough spectacular catches, like just ridiculous ESPN top 20 plays of the day type things. So he has it in him. We just got to get it more consistent. And then here we go again, the safety on him, and outruns the guy that's further down the field than him when the play starts. This is ridiculous, dog. This is just all over his tape. I mean, it's just no point now. More manufactured touches. We're back to the beginning of the video. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no, man. Oh, look at the lightning out of the bottle, man. Look at that. Did you see how fast he was moving at some point? Like, it just looked like he was being fast forwarded and everybody else was just regular motion. Right here is where it just, like, golly, man. You can't coach that. To be 6'3" and to be able to move like that is insane, man. I'm telling you, that's ridiculous. Oh my Lord. Was that him that threw the ball? Was that him that threw the ball? He's number 3, right? That was him that he could throw. So we keep giving him the ball out of the backfield, manufactured touches over and over again, plays like this. The defense moves up. Like, all right, next time they do that, we're going to shut that down. We're going to put more people in the box to be aware of that. So we hand him the ball. Everybody comes up like they just did. He takes the ball, and then he throws it, guy wide open. And that throw wasn't even that bad. He might be a better quarterback than his current quarterback. I'm not mad at that, man. I think that was him throwing the ball. All right, another manufactured touch. This is him throwing it, I believe, again. Yep, that's him throwing it again. Underthrown, I mean, late, but still good enough to where if Georgia wants to use that, he has that in his bag. That's why it's in the highlight tape. Like, hey, Georgia, I'm coming to y'all. Look, I can throw it a little bit. It's not great, but it's better than the quarterback that's throwing it to me. I wish at this point, he should almost just throw it to himself. All right, I love this. I love this. They faked the manufactured touch to somebody else out of the backfield. And that has really nothing to do with this. This guy just got beat deep, period. This is ridiculous, dog. Littered all over the tape. All right, so this is another type of catch that I'm really happy he's able to do, to track the ball down over the shoulder and bring it in like that. That's not easy. That's not easy. It's really hard to teach that. It's one of those things you just kind of pick up on it. You have it or you don't type of thing. You can run all the drills you want, but some people just cannot do that, man. A lot of deep threats that are really fast, the reason they're not consistent deep threats is because they don't have the ability to do that. Well, this guy's 6'3", clearly the fastest player on the field, and he can track the ball down from behind. I mean, looking up like this, you know how hard it is to like run full speed and like, that's ridiculous. And good throw by the quarterback. I got to give him his credit when he deserves it, but that's an excellent catch right there. That's beautiful, man. That's really hard to do. I mean, just the trust. I feel like we've seen enough plays to know that this offense, the quarterback, everybody just trusts him to where they're throwing the ball before he's open. But basically, I mean, you got to remember, there's a saying that a lot of coaches say, if I'm even, I'm leaving. If he's side by side with the corner, the safety, whoever the lone DB is covering him, then you're gonna assume that he's gonna get open, because if he's even, then he's leaving because he's faster than the guy covering him. So that's why he's throwing it already. I mean, also because of pressure. Like, let me just, high school football players, let me just get this out of my hand and hope something happens. But I believe even without the pressure, they're throwing this ball before Nitro Tuggle's even technically open. But again, if I'm even, I'm leaving. Throwing it right now, he knows that he's gonna be able to outrun this guy. The trust in just to get him the ball no matter what. They're not waiting until he's open. They're throwing the ball and trust him to be able to fit. And you know who I don't trust? This cameraman. I don't know what's going on with the cameraman, dog. I trust Nitro. I don't trust this cameraman. I don't know what all of that was. Where we got him right now. He's at the top. He was the one at the bottom of the screen. So he's on the outside. They're giving him all of this room and he's still beating people deep. Come on now. Like, how is the DB? This is as off man coverage can get, zone coverage, whatever they're doing. This is as far away as you can get. You'll like never see somebody this far away in the NFL, bro. Like, very rarely. That's ridiculous. And to still get beat, that's incredible. because you only had to run like 15 yards. Nitro Tuggle had to run 40. The fact that he was able to reach 40 yards before you reach 10 is absolutely insane and absolutely ridiculous. You need to be ashamed of yourself. Absolutely ashamed of yourself. But great play by Nitro Tuggle. Again, it's a balance of, it's a mix of he's just the best guy out there, and also it's just low level of competition. You got to acknowledge that. The low level of competition, like, this is ridiculous, dog. He's a great player, but I don't think when we go against Ohio State and Alabama, it's going to be that easy. Where the guy, again, this guy is 10 yards, 8 yards minimum away. Your only objective is to not get beat deep. If he beats you underneath, cool, it's whatever. Just make sure you wrap him up and tackle him, rally to the ball. But at the very least, your primary responsibility, your real only responsibility is to not get beat deep. And these guys are still getting beat deep. This is ridiculous. I don't know why he reacted so slow. And then, okay, kind of a good, still kind of caught that with like his helmet a little bit, a little like, I don't know, but still good catch. I'm not going to critique that one too much. Let's see what's going on this play. What we got? Where is he at? Is he the one by himself on the outside, the bottom of the screen? Yes, he is. Same thing, but on the other side, a DB waiting for him. You can't even see the guy. He's off screen. How do you get beat deep and you're not even on screen, bro? You're almost out of bounds according to the camera view, and you still get beat deep. Your only responsibility is to not get beat deep, and you still found a way to do it. And I got to give Nitro credit, because I'm pretty sure that these other receivers on the team, maybe one or two of them possibly could, but nobody's able to do it at the clip this guy can. So it's ridiculous, dog. Good catch, good route. Not the most crisp route, but he's faster than everybody. So what does it matter, man? What does it honestly matter until he gets to Georgia? Can't wait for him to get to Georgia and gets coached up. Maybe he'll be more nuanced and a better route runner. That was a great catch. I don't know why you don't do this all of the time. That play earlier where you caught it with your body in almost a similar situation. This time he just goes and catches it with his hands. No body, no helmet involved, just pure hands, strong hands, great catch. And then that, oh my God, that spin move afterwards, beautiful, man. Beautiful to just send that guy flying. Where are we at on this play? Great hands there. A slight overthrow. I mean, I don't know if I can blame the quarterback too much. Maybe Nitro is supposed to be a little bit further ahead. Either way, their chemistry is off just a little bit. But either way, great catch right there. That's not easy to make. We've seen him make some ridiculously crazy catches. I mean, that right there shows he has great hands. Even though he has a habit of catching the ball with his body for some weird reason, he has great hands. Kind of like Terry McLaurin. You know, I'm a Commanders fan. Diehard burgundy and gold fan and all of that. And Terry McLaurin also has a habit of catching the ball with his body as well, even though you can argue he's the best contested catch receiver in the NFL. Statistics prove it. He has the most contested catches successfully made in the NFL over the past 2 seasons out of any receiver, tight end, anybody out of the entire NFL. But he's also a guy that catches the ball with his body sometimes. But at the end of the day, you know, Terry McLaurin's hands are great. They're solid. And he can make crazy catches. Now, I'm kind of seeing that with Nitro Tuggle a little bit, where his hands are ridiculous. He can make any catch you need him to do. Contested, inaccurate, fade route to the end zone, tap foot in. Again, the really difficult ones where you're like over the shoulder running deep down the field. Underthrown, having to catch it at your shoes, basically almost at your shoelaces. He can make all of those catches, but at the same time, he has that habit of just catching it with his body sometimes, just like Terry McLaurin. So another good catch again. I mean, I know it's stuff in the backfield. It's not like there's a DB on him, but this is straight hands. That's pure hands, no body, and that allows him to be able to, I don't know what the flag was on, but man, look at these plays, man. And of course, as you get to the later parts of the highlights, instead of them being touchdowns, there's still some great plays juking people out of their socks, but it's less touchdowns as you continue to huddle. That's just how it always goes. As you get deeper into people's huddles, the plays get a little less amazing. They're still great, but you know, earlier these were touchdowns. Now they're just break 3 tackles, juke 2 guys out, and still a ridiculous play, but just not the beginning of the highlight tape. But y'all know, if you've watched enough huddles, you know that's just how that goes. That makes sense. Where was he? Who was that? Was that him running that route? Okay, was that like a really good comeback route? Okay, got him. I love the way that he dipped his head and shifted his hips. I'm telling you, he has all of the tools you need to become a great route runner. We just got to coach him up on some of the technique. But boy, the way he dipped his hips and how smooth that turnaround was, and dipped his head a little bit, and then he's ready to catch it on the sideline, that's beautiful. It was only for a 3-yard gain, but there's so many traits you can take from that play that you're just so excited about. Only a 3-yard gain, but even more impressive than some of the other plays where he's getting more yards. Again, another great play right here, but I'm assuming because, again, at the end of the highlight, he's not going to get the touchdown. Like I said, as you get later to these highlights, the plays get a little less amazing. They're still amazing, but instead of them being touchdowns, they're more just break tackles and jukes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What happened? Angle eraser. Angle eraser. You had him. What happened? Angle eraser again. 2 victims. 2 victims. Y'all got to be faster than that, bro. This is ridiculous. This is a direct handoff. I mean, he's taking it out of basically the Wildcat and doing stuff like this, man. I'm telling you, this man is ready for SEC football. He has SEC speed, SEC athleticism, great quickness, explosion. He has a very high ceiling with everything. Great flashes as far as hands. He has some route running traits, some potential there that we can definitely work with. I'm really excited. Was that him that made the tackle? Is that why we just showed that? Was that him that came down and made the tackle as a safety? Okay, this guy can hit too. Okay. Lesson learned. Is this him as a DB once again, number 3? Number 3, don't ask him to play safety because he's going to go up there and get an interception every time. He's the best receiver on the field. You ask him to play safety, he's going to make an amazing contorted body catch just like that. But yeah, man, I'm really excited about Nitro Tuggle. I'm telling y'all, man, this guy's different. Just to show some of these first plays again, I mean, golly, man, this is embarrassing to be on this highlight tape. If I were one of these defenders, I would have to email Huddle like, y'all got to take this play out of Nitro Tuggle's Huddle because I don't want people knowing that's me right there. I'm trying to go to Georgia as well, and I can't have them seeing me get embarrassed like this for everybody to see on YouTube and all of that type of stuff. That's ridiculous. But yeah, man, this guy's highlight tape is crazy. That's the end of this video. Please make sure you stiff arm that like button if you liked and enjoyed this film session. If you learned anything, just let me know. Also, of course, stiff arm that subscription button and the bell next to it. I'd really appreciate all of the support, man. I really do. Again, I already have my Street Scores channel where I cover like the Redskins, Washington Football Team, Commanders, whatever you want to call them. And now I'm trying to grow my Georgia channel because I'm just as passionate about my Georgia Bulldogs and my Street Scores channel. And I should have been started this channel, but I was just like, I don't know if I can manage 2 channels. It was just a lot of doubts, and I was like, after a certain point, I was like, let me just dive in, man. This is no better time than the back-to-back champions. Let me talk about my team. Let me hype them up. Let me break them down, all of that type of stuff. Let me analyze them. Let me support them, all of that type of stuff. So I'm having a lot of fun. My Georgia Bulldogs are so fun to watch and cover. I'm really excited about these slew of recruits that we're bringing in this 2024 class. Really excited about this 2023 class that we still haven't seen hit the field yet, that we're going to see hit the field in a couple of months. I'm so excited, man. Georgia football. Again, support the channel because I'm going to keep hitting y'all with a bunch of film sessions like these, but I'm also working on other content things other than film sessions as well. So again, man, make sure you support this channel by liking the video. Also, get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about everything discussed in this video. Do you agree or disagree with any of my points? Do you like Nitro Tuggle? Do you believe he's a 5-star in hiding as well? Do you feel like he's drastically underrated? Do you feel like after a season with IMG, transferring to IMG in Florida, going against guys like Ellis Robinson and some of the best talent in the nation, he's going to skyrocket as a 5-star? Let me know if you agree with that. And of course, also let me know how you feel about this video, like as far as critiques go. How do you feel about positive feedback, even negative feedback? I'll take all of it, man. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm out.